What's up, guys? Daily Kamel here, and you can see I have Trey unlocked in Duel Links. Finally, Trey is here, the last hope of XYZ's era in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Let's see what he has to bring to the table. If you are curious on how to unlock Trey, I kind of just had to grind him out here. You got to get like 500,000 points, which is what you need to complete episode 2 in the event. And then you get Trey automatically. You get some cool cutscenes, and there's some pretty exciting Duel Links lore, actually. If you guys read the Duel Links lore before we get into it, you let me know. Do you think Duel Links is connected to the other dimensions? That's what they were talking about in the lore. What do you guys think? I know some of you got some opinions on Duel Links lore. Let me know. But now, let's get into the event, the Trey event character review. Time to put my Cronomaly deck into action. Trey, Vectrix's youngest son, would do anything for his father, including fighting against Yuma. He played Chronomaly cards such as number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis, which he learned about from his father's research. So yeah, Trey is a really studious guy. He's all about research and data and all that stuff. So let's check out some of these Chronomaly cards. Let's see if any of them were on our list of ones we wanted. Let's see what any of them bring to the table. We'll go over the skills after we go over the cards. So the first one we have is Chronomaly Mayan Machine. This is a level 3. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a machine monster. This will probably see some minor play outside of Chronomalys, but you're not even tributing twice for Chronomalys ever. Peace out. Next, we have Chronomaly Cabrera Trebuchet. This is a level 4 rock earth. Once per turn, you contribute one other Chronomaly monster, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0 until the end phase. And this, I believe, is going to just be like a one-of tech when you want it, whenever. Nothing big. You're not going to play this on multiple copies. It's not going to be a major part of any Chronomaly deck because it does not help you summon it all. Alright, so this is, I'm just going to go over the cards the first time we see them, because, typically, even though we want more, typically we do get a play set of these cards. So, Chronomaly Pyramid Eye Tablets is a continuous spell. All Chronomaly monsters gain 800 attack. You're not going to play this card, man, unfortunately. Next, okay. Chronomaly Crystal Bones. Chronomaly Crystal Bones is the partner card to Chronomaly Crystal Skull. Crystal Skull is pretty good. Crystal Bones is pretty good too. This is a level 3 light rock. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. When special summoned this way, you can special summon one Chronomaly monster from your hand or graveyard except Chronomaly Crystal Bones. So, whoa. This is pretty good. It has an automatic Cyber Dragon effect, and then you can special any Chronomaly from your hand on top of that. Now, level 3 Chronomalys are actually much better than we initially thought, because we did get a pretty good rock rank 3 XYZ monster in the new mini box, the Gorgonic Gargan rank 3 rock guy. So you're definitely going to be playing that in Chronomalys. So level 3 monsters like Crystal Skull and Crystal Bones are definitely going to be playable because of their good summoning and search effects, and the fact that you can utilize them for a really good rank 3 XYZ monster. Alright, so it looks like we're just getting some more copies of this guy and that guy and this guy. So what else we got? Playsets. Oh man, come on now. Okay, this is our next card. Chronomaly Technology. This is a normal spell. Target one Chronomaly monster in your graveyard, banish it. Then look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Add one of them to your hand and send the other to the graveyard. You can only activate one Chronomaly Technology per turn. You cannot special summon monsters to turn you activate this except Chronomalys. Alright, this is going to be a one-of, like, get yourself out of a brick type of thing. But this is, like, not even a get yourself out of a brick. It's like a 1-for-1. You draw this, you banish from the graveyard, then you add one more card to your hand. That's it. Maybe it will see play. I do not know. I can't think that it will be a vital part of the deck. There's got to be better cards to play than that. And, oh boy. That's going to be it for Trey, baby. We're going to end on a play set of Crystal Bones for the level 35 reward. and that's gonna be all she wrote. Let me tell you this, guys. Konami is really taking every chance they can get to just time gate us on the level ups. Do you see why they waited until now to release the level up rewards? They waited until now to release the level up rewards so that they could have an excuse to lock each and every one of Trey's XYZ monsters behind the new box and have his level ups be a playset of this pretty good effect monster that we have. So look, Chronomaly's better be tier 1 is all I'm saying. If the deck was so good they had to lock all the XYZ monsters behind a box and give us the support monsters that are only useful to summon the XYZ monsters from the box. That's all I'm saying. Think about that. Alright, so let's go over some skills. We'll go over his initial one. Divine Artifacts. This is his main skill. At the beginning of the duel, one number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis is added to your extra deck. In addition, this effect can be used once per duel. Reveal one Chronomaly monster in your hand and change the level of all Chronomaly monsters on your field to the level of the monster you revealed. Alright, so this is what they are advertising as. If you don't get Atlantis from the box, this is how you're going to be summoning him. And it's okay. You do need them to be level 6, and Soul Monolith is going to be your main level 6 Chronomaly, which is from the box, in order to summon this. But essentially they're saying if you're able to establish one level 6, which given the cards that they gave you, you should be able to do by tributing or whatever eventually. This skill is okay, but I have the feeling that it's going to be rough for you to establish the monsters on the field and still have stuff left over in the hand if you want to have a hand that is effective at playing more than just one turn. Because this guy has a pretty good effect. He equips a number monster, but other than that, he does not do much, so the skill's not pretty good. Alright, so I read Divine Artifacts. Now we're going to work our way from top to bottom on the skill list that you see on the right. And we're going to start with Chronometer Resonance. This says, return one Chronomaly monster on your field to your hand and play one Chronomaly monster with a level higher than the monster you returned. This skill can only be used once per duel. So this is pretty interesting, I guess. It is pretty interesting, however, it is kind of situational. It does require you to be able to take advantage of this effect right away, because this is thinking of you're gonna have 2 or more monsters on the field, but one of them is like an awkward level, so you swap it out with a monster in your hand, and then you're able to XYZ summon. It has to be a level higher. It doesn't say one level higher, so any level higher. So as long as you're upgrading. I mean, this is a once per duel skill. Maybe if it was twice per duel. At once per duel, I cannot see this being effective at being played for Chronomalys. Especially because it is only Chronomaly, not any XYZs. Yeah. No thanks, brother. So he also has Draw Sense Earth and Light. Then we have Duels of Babylon. Begin duel with Cronomilly City Babylon. Activated. This skill can only be used if you begin the duel with a extra deck that contains no other monsters other than Chronomaly or number monsters. So there can be Chronomalys and numbers. Okay, very good. And this is the field spell that was in the rarity changes very long ago. Once per turn, you can banish one Chronomaly monster from your graveyard, then target one Chronomaly monster in your graveyard with the same level as the banished monster and special summon it. This card is also in the box, but you will begin the duel with this on the field. And that is it. This doesn't do too much on the first turn unless you make a turn 1 XYZ summon, in which case it is kind of good. And even if you make a turn 1 XYZ summon, you're probably not going to be able to utilize stuff in your graveyard because they're going to be overlay units. I don't know, man. It's definitely situational. I feel like skills you really have to be able to play to be able to get value without having stuff like this on the field. especially when its effect is not crazy and doesn't get you resources for free. Alright. Family Gift can only be used the turn you have activated the effect of Chronomaly spell card. Return one card from your hand to your deck and add Chronomaly Aztec Mask Golem to your hand from outside your deck. Okay. So you must have activated a Chronomaly spell card. And then this guy, Aztec Mask Golem, says during the turn, if you have activated a Chronomaly spell card previously this turn, you can special summon it from your hand. And this can only be used once per duel. Huh, I mean, it really depends on how Chronomalies are going to be played. If your main setup is going to be you catapulting off of the rank 4, the Chateau Crystal Hayuk, I think that's what it's called, then Chronomaly Chateau Hayuk, then this is going to be the play if that is what people want to do. But again, a once per duel skill on a monster getting added to your hand. I don't know, man. Chronomalies need more than just these little once per duel thingamabobbers. They're not good enough. Gateway to another dimension. Alright. Wait. What? Gateway to the another dimension? Gateway to the another dimension. Guys, we are going on a gateway to the another dimension. Alright, brothers. Let's see. Strap in, family. Send one monster from your extra deck to your graveyard and change the level of all monsters on your field to the level/rank of the monster you have sent to the graveyard. If you send a monster to your graveyard from your deck, you can send one monster to your graveyard from your hand. Okay, this skill can only activate if you begin to duel with a deck that follows the conditions. Your extra deck contains no monsters other than Chronomaly monsters or light numbers. Your deck contains 12 or more Chronomaly monsters, so it doesn't have to be specific Chronomalies or different names. Okay, let's read that first part again. That was a big block of text. Send one monster from your deck or extra to the graveyard and change level all monsters to the field to that level. If you send a monster to the graveyard from your deck, you can send a monster to your graveyard from your hand as well. You can. Okay. Wow, so this is like a two-part skill. If you send something from your deck to your graveyard. I was just talking all this smack about Trey's skill. He actually has a skill. There's only one something like this in Duel. It's a two-part skill in which you can opt into sending something as well. And this is a level 20 skill, not a drop skill. Wow, this is his best skill, I believe. I believe it's going to be his best skill as well. Gateway to the another dimension. So this is going to let you send a Chronomaly to the graveyard already. And if you're playing a card like the field spell, the Babylon, in your main deck, then you're going to be able to fish that out of the graveyard and summon off of it, or any of your other Chronomalies that can make contact with the cards in your graveyard are going to be able to plus off of that, and you are just sending from your deck to your grave to change the level of already existing Chronomalies. So it doesn't change the fact that you'll already need to have an established Chronomaly hand in place to make the plays, but I suppose it does make your follow-up a lot more consistent and a lot better. So it looks like I don't think Chronomalies will have a problem making Xyz monsters. It looks like this is helping you get some more getting some more resources in play after your initial Xyz summon. So I believe this is the skill that's helping the deck the most so far, but we shall read on. Next, we've got Leyland Energy. Select one monster with 3,000 or above attack on both players' field and switch the attack of the two monsters. This skill can be used once per duel. Yeah, nice meme, brother. Trey also has number rules. Of course, he has a numbers crest around his eye. And, you know, numbers can only destroy numbers with this skill. No one's ever used it. Alright, next we have outdated artifacts. Return one Chronomaly monster in graveyard to your hand that was sent to the graveyard at least 2 turns before your turn. This skill can only be used once per duel. So you yoink a Chronomaly back to your hand as long as it was destroyed within 2 turns. Another once per duel, not consistent enough. You need more bang for your buck, Trey. Overlay regeneration is something that Quattro also has. Sets. Place one spell card in your hand underneath one Xyz monster you control to make it an Xyz material. I do not really know about this, man. Trey's spells are not very good, and you're not going to be wanting to set any generic spell under your Trey, under your Xyz monsters. They're going to be better than your Chronomaly cards anyway. Okay, and Re-Atlantis says, select one number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis on your field and equip one number monster from your graveyard to number 6 as if it were equipped by this monster's effect once per duel. Again, this is just a crappy cheese skill with Chronomaly Atlantis, dude. And you just send it to the graveyard and half your opponent. You're just able to have your opponent's life points with this effect. That's it. Okay. In short, what I am liking about Trey is Chronomaly Crystal Bones. I think this is his best level up, and it will add to the consistency of the deck. So if you want to play Chronomalies, you gotta max out Trey, because I think you're gonna need a play set of these guys, and you're gonna need to go into the new box, as well as on your way of maxing out Trey, you will get the skill Gateway to the Another Dimension. Thank you, Konami, for the amazing grammar. And I think this is going to be the skill that's going to really help you the most. I'm sure that sending stuff to the graveyard for Chronomalies is going to be the way to go, because there's a lot of cards that help you capitalize once your graveyard is full up. And like I said, once you initially Xyz summon, you are not just going to be using your Xyz materials willy-nilly, so your graveyard is not necessarily going to have monsters in it all the time. So this will be good to send stuff to the graveyard so your Chronomalies can already have their effects primed and ready to go. It kind of sucks that there are no other Chronomaly Xyz monsters here. There are some other ones that they didn't give us in the game. Really quickly though, I'd like to take a look at the Chronomaly monsters that are in the new box so we can get a look at their effects. This is the rank 4, number 36 Chronomaly Chateau Hayuk. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz from this card, then target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Chance to attack to 0. You contribute one Chronomaly monster and target a monster your opponent controls, and then destroy the target if its attack is different. So you'll need to control another Chronomaly beside this, so it doesn't capitalize too much off of the graveyard. Let's see about what about the rank 5? We didn't get the rank 5 Chronomaly? I thought we got it. Oh man, guys, we didn't get the rank 5 Chronomaly monster in Duel Links. Guys, that's no joke. They really didn't give us the rank 5 Chronomaly monster. I don't know, man. We do not have Chronomaly Machu Mech. This is rough, dude. I don't really know what the heck you're going to be doing with this deck. You're not going to be making Chronomaly monsters, that's for sure. Oh boy, guys. Alright. Trey is here. I have said my piece on Trey before I get too disappointed. Let me know what you guys think about Trey and his skills and his level up rewards, and what you think of Chronomalies as a whole. Dude, me finding out they didn't give us the rank 5 Chronomaly is like, oh my god, dude. Like, I don't know how people are going to play this deck. Like, this is another dead on arrival deck. They didn't give Evil Heroes their cards, and then they butchered Chronomaly support. So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. Peace out, guys. I will see you later in the week.